this computer. Okay, hi Olivia, nice to see you. Thanks for joining me.
No problem, thanks for having me.
Very welcome, really excited because Olivia is going to be starting to teach for us at Yoga Local on Saturday, 4 o'clock. So I just thought it'd be really nice for Olivia to come and have a chat on Zoom. We're all familiar with this Zoom environment now. So Olivia, tell us a little bit about you as a yoga teacher and yeah, just a little bit about your journey to this space.
I've been teaching for 10 years, so it's quite a big journey to summarise. But I think I got into yoga originally because I was a dancer. So I started off in yoga rhythm, which is different types of yoga choreographed to music. And actually, the first time I ever tried yoga was at uni, and I found it really boring. I didn't like it. I was like, oh, we just stand there for 5 hours. So it's quite funny actually that then later I went to the gym and they had yoga rhythm, which I absolutely loved because it was choreographed routines to music. So that was like my get-in. And then once I kind of started yoga and then I did my yoga training and so now I can go to any class. And the funniest thing is my favourite is really the restorative and really slow classes. So it's quite funny. So kind of, I guess at the beginning I was very much about the dynamic practice. I wanted to do all the handstands, all the headstands, kind of went through that phase. And then I just started, I guess it was part of a healing journey that I had for myself. And then I got into yin yoga and the more feminine aspects of yoga. And that was when I just fell in love with resting.
That's what you're going to be doing for us all on Saturday, right? Yeah. Can you, for those that have not done that kind of practice before, what's it like? What are they going to be doing?
So it's just a really gentle class. So it's really, soft and just a gentle way of being. And you can take your time with the poses and you don't have to. I guess for me it's not so much about doing the poses right because they're quite restful poses. It's not like you can kind of do a lot of damage to your body, so it's kind of about just being in the poses and enjoying the poses. And I think for me it's more about that connection with your body, so kind of just sitting and being with your body. But at the beginning I will share a few kind of breath activities that you can do. Sometimes the most challenging part of a rest class can be the resting aspect, as in being in a pose for a longer time. So when you have something to focus on, if you do struggle in that moment to kind of just be, then you can use the breath within your postures to help, focus the mind. And then, once the body gets into that kind of relaxed state, the mind does tend to quieten, and then you can really just get the yumminess from it and the body surrenders and lovely.
Why do you think it's so important that we take this time for ourselves, especially in the environment that we're in right now?
Did you say why?
Yeah.
I think just because it gives us a clearer head, like as in when we go all the time, it's kind of like your body is it's that just typical, you're in your sympathetic nervous system, so you're kind of just running on that treadmill. And even in this time that we're in now, there is still that aspect, like we're online a lot more, kind of, like you're still feeling like there's that need to be doing. And I think resting is just so important for bringing us back into what's called your parasympathetic nervous system. So you're bringing the body into a more restful state, which actually is really good for healing and is really good for like the immune system. So especially at this time, it's really important to look after ourselves and our well-being. And then from that point, it's like, because you can think clearer, you can kind of, I guess, what I call get through the white noise of social media, the news, it kind of, because you're in that more restful state, you don't feel as anxious and worried. So even though you still might be, you know, worried about a loved one, but it just is a little bit more, I guess, easier to cope with, easier to manage.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. What do you, as we're going to be in the online environment, so what are people going to need to bring to their spaces, and how can they enhance their experience through their props and their blocks and anything around the house that can help, you know, make that space really restful for them?
Yeah, I think definitely find somewhere, if you can, where you won't be interrupted. But I know, like, for mums and dads, and you know, that might not be a possibility, but if you can, try block out that time. And then find, I mean, we won't be doing loads of huge movements, so you don't need that much of a space, but somewhere, I think probably in the house that you can have alone time and that you really love, because I think it's really important when you're doing a practice, especially like rest, that you create kind of like a sacred space. So if you can, I don't know, even if you like, it'd be lovely if you wanted to treat yourself to some flowers, and then like have some flowers near your mat, and if you have any essential oils, have those go in. Salt lamps are really lovely to light the space. And then things like pillows would be great. I mean, we will need pillows, so please do bring pillows for Saturday's class. And then also, you know, like favourite blankets. I think things that when you look at them, they like make your, what I call your heart shine. So they bring you joy. And if you can kind of have them around your mat, but then still have it quite clear, because you don't want it to feel cluttered, because that will clutter the head.
Sounds amazing. Awesome. So really delighted that currently the class is fully booked, so yeah, you've got a full house on Saturday, and you're going to be here every week now as well, so check out the timetable and get yourself on if you're disappointed that you've not managed to get on already. It's been really lovely to chat to you, Olivia, and I can't wait for you to yeah, just get stuck in and be part of the team. And then yeah, and when all this kind of madness ends, we'll be back in the studio, and Olivia will be there delivering this class in the studio as well, which I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait. That would be nice.
So if you do have any questions, then obviously get in touch, and yeah, and please welcome Olivia to the team. Thank you very much, Olivia.
Oh no, thank you for having me. And I look forward to meeting everyone on Saturday.
Awesome. Cheers then. Bye for now.